Have you ever been paralyzed just staring at a jump? Like you roll up to it over and over? Damn it! But for some reason, you just can't push past that fear of the unknown. Well, that is what today's video is all about. The day started like any other. Super stoked to get out on a bike mission with one of my close friends. We packed up early and we hit the road. All right, it's like 5 a.m. Gotta get rolling to Black Rock. The destination was the Black Rock mountain bike trails up in the middle of Oregon. We had about a 4.5 hour drive, but there were plenty of beautiful views, and the stoke was definitely high because these are a set of trails I've wanted to ride for a long time, and I knew there were gonna be some jumps there that would challenge me and definitely push my limits. All right, made it here, Black Rock. It was quite a mission. Back here a little ways in the cuts, got the bus out, all sorts of trucks parked up the road right here. Jeff's gonna be on the downhill bike. Most people are actually on downhill bikes. I'm on the Enduro Polygon right here. But these aren't just any trails. The trails at Black Rock are some truly, pro level dirt jump lines. This is a place that guys like KETL and all the local pros around there built to be their local free ride area where they can push their limits. So the bar is definitely set high for this place. But a goal I've had for this year is really to get better at jumping and progress my skills. You see, for the longest time, I feel like I've kind of been stuck in this spot where I can hit every jump on any blue or green line I go to. I can even start to hit some of the jumps on the black trails. But when it comes to those more advanced jumps, like the true double gaps with like nothing between the lip and landing, but just an uncertain fate and potential crashes, I've been struggling to kind of overcome my fear and really hit some of those bigger jumps. So that's why I was so excited to hit these Black Rock trails. Plus, I had my good friend Jeff with me, which it's always awesome just to ride with one of your close bros. And it was the 20-year anniversary of the Black Rock Mountain Bike Association. So there's gonna be all of these pro level riders, even KETL himself, that could show me the exact speed, the exact lines I needed to hit to be able to clear these jumps, and maybe even tow me in to give me that extra boost of confidence. You see, one of the biggest complaints I have when I go to a new set of trails, especially when we're talking about the double gap jump, which, let's just break that down real quick. We're talking about a lip and a landing with, a huge void in between that is a definite crash if you don't make it and land on the landing. And one of the issues I run into when I'm at a new trail like that is it's just hard to gauge the speed, figure out exactly where you should start, exactly how many pedal strokes you should get in, how fast should you be going when you hit that lip, and to make sure you're not going too fast as well, because you don't want to overshoot the jump and land a flat.
Whoa, and we're in and Max is nose heavy. Dude.
So when I first showed up with all those pro level riders there, I thought this was gonna be the perfect day to finally unlock my full potential and punch fear in the face. But that feeling quickly changed as soon as I got in the shuttle and started heading up the trails towards the top. As we drove up the mountain, we started passing all those pros like KETL and his friends, just hucking those jumps like they were absolutely nothing. And immediately, it was like, I'm not sure if this is describing it the right way, but it was almost like an impostor syndrome started to kind of kick in. Like, I was just really questioning myself, like what the fuck am I doing here? Like, who do I think I am to come here and try and ride these jumps with guys that have, that top level skill? I'm definitely not at their level. Maybe I don't even belong here. Maybe this was a mistake. Like, what the hell am I doing? I mean, I'm just an average YouTuber, a bumbler at best, And I know that kind of seems like a joke, but I have to be honest with you, there was nothing funny about the way I was feeling at that moment right there. Thankfully, I had my friend Jeff with me, and he just, I told him how I felt. Like, I was straight up with him, and he was like, dude, just don't worry about it. Let's go ride one of the blue trails. Let's just, whatever happens, happens. Let's just have fun. Remember, Jared, like you always say, get stoked, go ride and have fun. Let's just go have fun, bro. Who cares? So with that being said, we hopped off the shuttle and started our climb up towards the top of the trails where all the trails started from. We even met some guys from Propane Bikes. I think one of them kind of looked like a pro rider, so I'm not sure if you guys recognize that guy, but they offered to ride with us, and the day was starting to turn into a pretty fun day, even on those blue trails. But then, now that very well could have been the end of the story. Luckily, I was wearing these Ninja Hooligan knee pads. This video isn't sponsored. This isn't like a commercial to try and get you to buy these. This is like, no shit, just like part of the story and how it went down. So Ninja, the Ninja MTB Clinic company, that they make the ramps, they make the pads, they hold these skills clinics as well. They do, they're from my local town. And the owner, when I told him I was going out to the Black Rock 20-year anniversary, he offered to hook me up with a set of these pads because I don't have a more beefy set of pads like this. These Hooligan pads, they got like the Kevlar reinforced padding on the top. They got that main shell of padding. Let me pull this out to protect your knees. Plus, they have these extra additional pads on the side right there to just give your knee, your whole knee and the sides of your knee overall protection. And with these pads on, man, I was so lucky because like that split second I had, when you're about to crash and everything kind of slows down, like I knew I had these pads on. So instead of taking it to the shoulder or to the face, I literally just planted my knee right into the dirt. Luckily, the dirt was pretty soft right there, and I walked away scrape-free from that crash. So I got a link in the video description if you guys want to check those out. Go ahead and check them out, but let's get back to the story. Now let's see. Where was I at? Oh yeah, the crash.
I scuffed the GoPro lens. This knee pad right here saved my fucking knee. It was like 100% right knee, just bam! I ate shit.
Oh, shit. Now it may sound kind of weird to you, but somehow that crash kind of motivated me. Like, in fact, it actually pissed me off. I was like, I didn't drive all the way out here, and excuse my language, just a little bit of passion with this, just trying to tell you guys how I was really feeling in the moment, but like, I didn't drive all the way out here, a 4.5-hour drive from my hometown all the way to the Black Rock Trails, just to crash on the freaking blue intermediate skill level trail and not even make it to drop in on a single black trail. That's not the way this story was going down. I was not gonna let it happen. So right then and there, talking with Jeff, we decided, you know what? Let's do it. Let's head down to the Black Line Jump Trail. And let's just try and see which one of these jumps we can start ticking off. It was finally time to overcome my fear and send these jumps. And the best way I could figure out to do that was to just take it one section at a time. So I picked a section of the trail that I saw some guys already jumping and hitting, and just thought to myself, that looks like something that's within my skill level. And then I set the bike down and I started by walking down the trail first. As I was walking down the trail, I was just kind of looking at each individual lip. I was looking at the size of the gap. I was looking at the landing, and I was really just trying to imagine myself in the air, how much air time, imagine as I landed, imagine my line going into the lip, imagine after I landed, my line coming out of the jump to line up for that next jump, because this is a trail, as you see right there, there's like a bunch of jumps in a row. And I walked all the way down the trail to the bottom, all the way back up, looking at every single jump and just trying to motivate myself to start sending some of these. I didn't clear them all at once, but I just started slowly ticking them off one at a time. Got the confidence to send the first jump. then moved on to the second jump. Now that second jump with that big, what do you call that? Like a big boner log or cannon or whatever you call that right there, that big wood lip right there that sends you through those trees. That one was a little bit intimidating because it's one of those lips where you guys gotta believe me, GoPro's not gonna show it right, but it's one of those lips where as you're coming up to it, all you can see is this massive lip in front of you. You can't see the landing and you can't see anything past that lip. So what I decided to do was really walk up that lip all the way to the top of it and try and visualize myself.
All right, so here goes my process I go through. Coming up to a jump like this that I've never hit before, right here, I walk up to the top of the lip and I visualize myself. I visualize how I'm gonna come off that lip, how I'm gonna be in the air, how I'm gonna land, and how I'm gonna get ready for that next lip down there. And then I like to do a full speed run in to see how it looks at speed. And then after that, if everything's looking good, you just gotta trust in what you're seeing, trust in knowing your skill level, and then just send it. All right, let's go. Ready?
Man, there's just something about finally pushing past that fear and sending that jump and landing it clean. I mean, it's just a feeling you can't find anywhere else. It's one of the things I really love about mountain biking. It's like those little Zen moments when there's no room for error. You can't afford to think about anything else but you being present in the moment, sending that jump and landing it exactly the way you visualize.
Yeah.
The day was going good. I was super stoked. I was having a ton of fun.
Ah, come on. I was coming out like I cranked. As soon as I started pedaling, I already quit on myself. I was already just do that shit.
Damn. So there I sat, kind of like almost right back in the same spot I had been before, where I did so good, I pushed myself past that bar, and there I was. The bar got just a little bit higher. I fell short once again, paralyzed by fear for some reason, and maybe that's just part of mountain biking. I don't know, you know? Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever had an experience like that on your bike, where you kind of push yourself past your fears only to realize there's just that next level, and now you got to push yourself past that next fear to be able to achieve that next goal on your bike. Now, we ended that day with an absolute blast. I gotta thank all the guys out at the Black Rock mountain bike trails. I mean, those guys are skill levels beyond me. Maybe part of my imposter syndrome was right. Maybe I had no right to ride with those guys, but they surely didn't make me feel like that. Like even the pro level riders that you're riding with, even the Cam McCalls and all the other pros, like you're just another bro with a bike. You're out there to get stoked, go ride and have fun, and that's all those guys care about as well. And you better believe I'm going back to those trails, and my goal for this year, for this season, is to go back to Black Rock and clear every single jump. Now my boy Jeff is in on it with me as well, and who knows, hopefully we'll see you guys out there, or let me know in the comments down below what your goal is for this season, and hopefully you guys can achieve those goals. But remember, you guys, at the end of the day, it's all about getting a bike, getting stoked, going riding, and having some fun, people.
What's up? What's up? Let's have some fun.